So today I'm gonna show you how you can make 50 mil an hour by only clicking 2 buttons. For this method, you will need to do a minimum of 2.3 million damage with magic. For the mage weapon, you will need to use a Hyperion. The Hyperion will need all the 3 scrolls to get the ability Wither Impact. Then you will need to tune your damage to either 2.3 mil damage or 4.6. To get this damage, you can use any mage armor like Aurora or Storm with Wither Goggles. For Aurora armor, I would recommend getting Burning or higher. And for the ultimate enchants, I would get Wisdom to get more intelligence. For reforges on the armor, it's 3/4 necrotic with Loving on the chestplate. For equipment, you will need a Rift necklace, a David's cloak, an implosion belt to get 25% more explosive damage. Then the gloves can be any gloves. So for pets, I would recommend the lowest requirement is a sheep pet. The recommended is either a Ender Dragon or a Golden Dragon with 500 mil bank plus for the Golden Dragon. For the gear, you will need a black hole, preferably a medium black hole for its extra perk of 10% to double shards. It would also be helpful with any type of healing, like a power orb, mana flux or higher, or a wand of atonement. The first stat you will need is a hunting fortune. I would recommend getting anything over 70 hunting fortune, but the best is having over 100. I will link a hunting fortune progression guide in the description. The other stats you will need is ability damage and intelligence. You will need around 80% ability damage, and you will need also around 5000 intelligence. You will need around 800 to 1000 magical power to get this, and you should use the power stone slighted to get more intelligence and ability damage. At last, you will need some attributes. The first attribute you will need is Leviathan Shard. The Leviathan Shards gives you 10 hunting fortune against epic mobs shards. You will need a total of 32 Leviathan Shards to max it out. After Leviathan Shard, I would recommend getting a Python Shard for 50% faster black hole catches. You will need a total of 48 Python to max it out. After the Python Shard, I would recommend getting the Cobra King Shard. The Cobra King Shard gives you 10% extra hunting fortune with your black hole. You will need a total of 48 King Cobras to max it out. Other helpful shards are, for more survivability, I would recommend getting Bezel Shard, Sycophant Shard, Kada Knight Shard, Ghost Shard, Tortoise Shard, Endstone Protector Shard, Kraken Shard, Shiny Fish Shard. For more intelligent and magic damage, I would get Taurus Shard, XYZ Shard, and every other elemental shard for intelligence. For more damage, I would recommend getting Thorn Shard, Flare Shard, and Spike Shard. Just before I tell you what the money making method is, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. So the money making method I'll be showing you today is farming flares on the Crimson Isle. Okay, so for this method I used Wither Goggles with Storm. I had Rift Necklace, David's Cloak, Implosion Belt and Soul Weaver Gloves. I used this Hyperion. And then I had this wand, this black hole, this power orb. I used Golden Dragon with a total of 800 mil in the bank. So to go to the spot, you have to come here, follow the path. Then you take a right. Then you go into this cave. Then you go into the magma boss place. Then you go to the right. And then you see these 2 flares. Then you just kill both. You come here, kill them again, so you don't die. Place your black hole, just look this way and stand on this block. That's an okay spawn. And then you jump down here. I like to sit here. And then you just jump and then hype. And then you see I did almost 4.9 mil. But you can do instead of 2 clicks, you just have to get them under 500k HP. But you can do it in 2 clicks or 1 click if you can. And if I try with sheep pet, I do, yeah, a bit, not enough damage, so, or I do too much to hit them. But yeah, I just use a golden dragon. And my stats are 5,200 intelligence, 119 hunting fortune, and 82.5 ability damage. So you just sit here, jump, hype, and then you have to remember to heal or you're gonna die. Like that. I often just jump, hype, and Wand of Atonement. Then I just jump, hype, Wand of Atonement. And then I like to have a power orb just in case. Because you will get hit and you might die like I did. Then just come back, just jump, hype, Wand of Atonement. And then if they jump down, I would just kill them. And then just wait, jump, hype. And then if there are guys just going around killing, I would recommend switching lobbies. So you just jump, hype, Wand of Atonement. And then you could have an orb placed down if you die. So you just do this and then they get attracted. So I'm gonna do a 1-hour test and show you guys the results. Okay, so I've done an hour of flares for a total of 41.4 mil. I'm gonna try and find a fusion and then see how much more I make. So yeah, 41.4 mil an hour. Okay, so the fusion I'm gonna do is flare plus verdant to make prince shard for profit. So I'll do this until, yeah. Okay, so I have a total of 276 prince shards. So if I sell these, I'll make a total of 61 mil, but I used 10 mil. I used 10.1 mil to buy the verdants. So if we do 61.9 mil minus 10.1, that's what I used on the verdants. It's almost 52 mil an hour from flares. So that's very, very good. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.